Hello, this is IBB James.
IBB James, this is IBB Gary.
Oh, hey, buddy, what's up?
Oh, not much. Do you know what time it is?
Is it time for IBB Fortunate?
Welcome back, IBB Nation. This is IBB Gary.
And IBB James.
And we're here with the latest and greatest episode of the IBB Fortunate.
Hashtag
We
episode
are
20.
20.
2-0.
Yeah.
Who would have known we last this long?
Yeah, right?
But yeah, thank you to everybody that has been giving us feedback and telling us that this has been helping. So we're going to just keep it going. We're at 29 subscribers.
29 subscribers.
We
Thank
started
you
with
so much.
1.
And now we got
Thank you.
29.
So thank you for subscribing. And this has just been a lot of fun. So we are gonna get to it. We're gonna give a shout out today to Sydney Schwenk. She runs for the legendary North High School Ranger Nation XC Legends that I help coach their team. And she got Player of the Week for basically all the local all-stars and local area high schools. So congrats to her. Obviously, most of you don't know her, but she's a perfect example of how if you work hard enough, long enough, everything starts to pay off. And it's been really cool to watch, and it's been an honor to help coach her. So shout out to you. And today we're going to turn it into a little IBB discussion, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One last thing really quick for Sid there is that this is a flash dedicated to you, the fastest man alive, but you are the fastest woman alive.
That's right. AKA Sid the Flash. But yeah, so we're going to turn this into a little cookie talk, a little cookie chat.
Cookie talk.
Fireside cookie chat. So here we go.
Here we go. So you got to do that one rule, right?
You got to eat it
before you read it.
Thank you, sir.
We're gonna talk about not much today. Hold on. Did you eat the fortune?
Got an idea.
Okay.
I didn't eat the fortune.
Okay.
So that's the second time that we've had no fortune. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about where you have these high expectations that of something that's going to happen and then it doesn't happen. So I guess, Gary, how do you deal with things not going your way? So you're like, hey, this is a sure thing. There's going to be a fortune in this cookie,
Okay.
How do you deal with the just kind of the disappointment and the rejection and that comes along with just not getting what you're expecting?
Well, it's hard. I mean, at first, when it smacks you in the face with like you said, rejection or unexpected results, just not seeing what you wanted, it hurts at first. It takes me, a little bit to actually kind of get through it, but I allow myself to feel, and I allow myself to the time to get over it, and I'll sit down and just really kind of pick it apart and just say, what can I do? Things are going to happen and they're going to be uncontrollable no matter what we do. That's just life. And the biggest lesson I could take away is I'm staring at this Batman picture actually on the wall, and it's not who we are underneath, and but it's what we do that defines us. Yeah. So it's how you are proactive about what you do next. So no matter what happens, sometimes the results are uncontrollable and sometimes they're not what you want, but what will you do to overcome it?
Yeah. And I think, thank you, Gary, for sharing that. This has made me think of a lot like when we started. So for those of you who don't know, Gary and I started officially working together back in 2008. We worked together for a few years, and then we broke up.
We broke up.
But then, just recently started working back together again. And what I've noticed is there's a huge level of maturity between the two of us. I mean, not obviously with all our superheroes, not that mature, but I'm saying from a business sense.
Yeah. In a personal.
In a personal sense, we have matured. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Quinn. But the main thing is one thing that we developed with things going wrong or things not going our ways. One of the conversations that we had was Action is always the best medicine.
Right.
So it's, there have been moments where, we've been working, extremely hard towards something and it doesn't happen.
Doesn't pan out.
And you become paralyzed, like that, you become paralyzed in the disappointment or in the moment. And, it's like the only way to crawl out of that hole is to literally take action. So, okay, I have to do something right now, this second, that is actually going to get me towards accomplishing my goal. Because obviously this was a huge setback, but this huge setback will be nothing but more than a stepping stone if I can get this next client or this next, next product launched or whatever it is that people are trying to accomplish. Right. Action is always the best medicine. And we also developed we call it the 24-hour rule. And we didn't invent that, but that's something where we are very emotionally charged, and that's a huge strength of ours. Is
we're so passionate about everything that we spend our time on, and things do affect us.
When it's something to where to me it's never the actual business part of it. I'm fascinated by business, but like to me it's all like the people that we serve. That's what drives me and both of us every day. But it's great, like, because you get wrapped up in everything that's happening in their lives, but when things start to not go their way, then it can also kind of crush your spirits too. Sure. Just having that 24-hour rule of how are you going to react to dealing with bad news from clients, or dealing with bad news that you have to deliver to your clients or whoever your audience, whoever you're dealing with. So action is the best medicine. And when in 24-hour rule, if you are extremely emotionally charged like us, that helps us really cool off in a good way and just not act at the highest level of whether it be anger or sadness or I like to think acting at the highest level of happiness is a good thing, but even at times that's not always the best thing either. So
back to my original point was that you allow yourself the 24 hours to feel it, right? And then how will you take action out of it to get out of the rut?
Very cool.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for our first #Cookie Chat.
Thanks, IBB Nation.
Fireside Cookie Chat. Congrats, Sid. Again, I'm IBB James.
IBB Gary.
Thank you to IBB Flash, and make it a great day.
Stay burn proof.
Stay burn proof.